Alright everybody, this is James from Rattlesnake Defense. Today I'm going to do something a little more long form than normal. I picked up a brand new Springfield Echelon 9mm. I waited for the one with the threaded barrel and the night sights. That's the configuration I wanted. So I'm essentially going to do a full review on this. But then the question I had is that I already owned this. This is the Springfield XDM Elite that has almost the same features as the Echelon. And I want to see if the Echelon is better than this XDM Elite. I don't know what to expect here. This could go either way, so it'll be a pretty interesting, fun test. Of course, it'll be very unscientific because I'm out here in the middle of nowhere. But we'll put it on target, put some groups together, try at different ranges, and then talk about hopefully the ups and downs of either. I'd like to think that the Echelon is better, because otherwise I wasted money on a gun that I already had. But without any further babbling by me, we're going to play my intro, and to the people complaining about the rock music in my intro, here's the whole thing for you. Enjoy. Alright, so right out of the gate, of course I'm sure most of you know this, Springfield's probably doing away with the XD series. It'll be replaced by an Echelon series. First impressions is the Echelon feels a lot like a Hellcat. It has a very Hellcat feel to it. The grip textures and the angles and everything are very reminiscent of that. So if you like the Hellcat, if you like the Hellcat Pro, you're probably going to like this right out of the gate. Like I said, I opted for one with a threaded barrel. I have the 3-dot night sights, which was my preference. Of course, you get the U-notch or, you know, whatever configuration you want. I got no beef. It's got deep mags. It's got pretty good crisp sights. It's got a decent trigger. Everything about this gun seems and feels fine. It's right on point for what you pay for with the Springfield. We don't know how it performs yet. Of course, I got to give Springfield a little bit of credit. Their optic system is very, very unique, in that it's modular and you can make it fit different optics. So you don't end up with something like this that I got on my XDME, where I have the plate that I had to order from Springfield after I got it, and it's only good for that one type of red dot. So keep that in mind. Now I got several different types of ammunitions here. I'm going to start with some 115s. These are 124s. And the Echelon, we're just going to shoot some of these swingers out behind me and see what our initial thoughts are of this pistol. Of course, you guys didn't come here to listen to me run my mouth, so without any further blah blah blah, let's get on it. Let me get my goggles. Well, that's pretty damn promising. It's brand new, so the trigger's still a little, I don't know, hanging a little bit, which I'm sure will fix itself once it's broken a little bit. We get some more rounds through it. Recoil's fine. It's got a low, it's got a low center, so there's not a lot of muzzle flip or anything. The sights are easy to see. I think this grip is actually more comfortable than the XDM grip. This is really comfortable, especially for a Springfield. So, of course, it's fully ambidextrous. By the way, I didn't mention that. I mean, fully. So, let's put some targets up and get some groups with this and see if it shoots as well as that made it look. Alright, so it's not a match grade competition target pistol. That's okay, because it wasn't sold to us, is what it is. It's primarily a everyday carry slash defense slash nightstand gun, and I feel like it's quick. Pretty easy to use. The trigger and everything about it's good. It's fine. Everything is great here. So I feel like they may have come up with just the right expectation for this handgun. But that being said, is it better than the XD Match Elite that I already owned? And if you have something similar to that, if you already have an XDM, is this gun worth upgrading? Well, again, I promise you the least scientific study ever, and whether you believe me or not, that was my first try at shooting all those targets. So I'm going to do some of the same stuff I've done with the Echelon, with the XDM, and see if I think it's easier or harder. So, alright, XDM Elite, same test. And very similar results. Let's try some targets. XDM Elite, same test. I had one fall down prematurely. I only had to shoot at twice. Let's try again. We'll do a first person angle. I got 10 rounds here, 10 rounds here. We're going to start with the Elite. Maybe give you guys a little perspective here. Well, that didn't go very well, but I'm not going to cut it. Now, like I said, I like the Echelon grip better. The sights seem to come up a little easier too. Now, I don't know how much of that is the sights alone. With these suppressor height sights, the black on black is a little vague. With this, I have the 3 dots, which helps a little bit. The groups indicate these guns shoot about the same. This does feel a lot bulkier in your hand than this does. This does feel a little more streamlined, but I don't think the Elite was supposed to be streamed, so I'm not going to fault them for that. The profiles are the same, really close to the same, even down to the half flat trigger, so I don't know. Alright guys, so here we are. I was afraid we was going to come to this. Today's not ideal shooting conditions. I'm not shooting rested. I'm just shooting off the, freehand and all that jazz. I know the criticisms about my methods. I see them in the comments, and that's fine. All my bullshit aside, you're just going to have to take my word on this one. I really enjoy my XDM Elite. I've really enjoyed it. It's been a good gun for me. It's done everything I want it to do. I have some suppressors and stuff. That's why I went with the model with suppressor height sights and the threaded barrel. That's why I waited for the Echelon to have a threaded barrel. I miss the stainless mags. Otherwise, I really enjoy shooting the Echelon more. I had more fun with it today. I've been out here for a couple hours shooting both, and personally I've had a lot more fun with this pistol. It seems like I'm a little bit faster with it, which you could say that's the sights, or you could say that it's because I ate my Wheaties for breakfast, or make any excuse you want. It's me personally. Plus, we're talking about these two individual guns. My Echelon might not shoot your XDM, or vice versa. It comes down to the individual firearms, and there's no way I can account for that. I can only tell you what my gut feeling is. I've sold a pile of Springfields in the past. people have been pretty happy with the Echelon. Everybody I've sold them to has been pretty stoked about them, and so far all the feedback's been really positive. I got my beefs with Springfield. Their 1911s have not been doing as well as they should be, and that 2020 rimfire was the dumbest idea I've ever seen. So I will criticize where criticism should be. But if you want to know what I think about the Echelon, I'm going to give this one a solid B+ anyway. I look forward to seeing what all different kind of models they come out with in this kind of platform, but the idea of putting the Hellcat grip on a full-size pistol, it gives me access to rail in my threaded barrel. Works for me. It shoots as well as the XDM Elite. Price point's about the same, so I'm not really out any more money. And that's really all I got to say about that. I appreciate you guys watching, and if you like my content, give me a subscribe and all that jazz. I put this at the end because I don't want to bore you, but it's been a fun day out here, and this is a close one, but I got to give it to the Echelon. I've just enjoyed it more. So if you hate me for that, well, sorry. Hope you guys have a good day. Happy shooting.